Let's take a look at a posting from Sifiwo Ndunyiwa. He's writing to us from South Africa, and he posted this on our wall. Africans are risking their lives to migrate because of poverty, which is aggravated by greedy officials who are elected to serve their people, but tend to serve only themselves. And finally, Joseph Nirongo from Zambia says, there is too much famine, lack of employment opportunities, ethnic wars and revolutions here in Africa. Those are just some of the reasons Africans endure the risk of migrating to Europe, even if it means they may die in the process. Shaka, this is a very sad comment, but like I think Jumbe talked about earlier, there are African countries that are also doing well. Africa is different today than it was several years ago. Sierra Leone, for example, has one of the fastest growing economies in the world. Senegal hasn't had a coup, and its leaders have been democratically elected, and its economy is also growing. Botswana, South Africa, Burkina Faso, Rwanda are also doing well and moving in the right direction. But people are still leaving these countries. There must be a solution to this dangerous migration.
Interesting, Mariama. In fact, when you talk about the fastest growing economies, the Mo Ibrahim Index for Good Governance on Africa have identified your country, Rwanda, as being, in fact, one of them. Dr. Rudasingwa.
Yeah, this is really one of this often repeated idea that is Africa a glass half full or half empty? Mm-hmm. If we cast it in more positive ways, as we've said, and my friend Jumbe has mentioned as well, and Mariam has mentioned, Africa has made a lot of progress. But I think if you look at the challenge that is facing the continent, you need to start from the point of view that Africa is a youthful continent. It has a youth bulge. And there aren't so many other places on the planet where you have a youth bulge, probably the Middle East as well. But generally speaking, Europe is getting old.
Yes.
And Africa is a youthful continent. And you ask yourself, what are the young people doing?